Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Josh Johnson, and today I'm being joined by the King of the Southeast, Francisco Ciatso. Today we're talking about ACW and your recent suspension there, sir. Now, I want to thank you for taking your time out of this day to sit down with me and do this interview.
You're a little nervous. You're starting to stutter a little bit.
I am. This is my first time ever getting to do something like this. It's my first assignment. I've known you for some time. We've gone back for quite a few years. I've known Stormy as well since the beginning of your guys' relationship. I've seen how much she's meant to you and everything, and I'm, deeply concerned that we're on this road that we're on today.
Are you deeply concerned?
Yes, I am, because I know what's been going on in your head. I know what the fans have seen. They haven't seen the whole...
Nobody knows what's going on in my head, Josh. You understand me? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. If you're going to conduct your interview. Don't patronize me. Don't talk to me like we're the best of friends. Don't talk to me like you know what's going on, because not you or anybody else knows what's going on in my head. So I agreed to do the interview. Let's get the interview underway.
Oh, right. Well, once again, I do appreciate this, and this is what the interview's here for. Now, in February of this year, at ACW's My Bloody Valentine, yourself and Mitch Mitchell had a match. It was a very unique contest. It was, from my recollection, one of the first times you guys have actually stepped foot in the ring together. Now, it was a pretty standard contest, but toward the end of things, it took a very deep, dark turn. Would you care to explain, in your own words, what happened in February at My Bloody Valentine?
You and everybody who's watched WWNlive.com, ACW, knows what happened. I don't have to go back and spell it out word for word, move for move, frame for frame, spot for spot, event for event. The outlaw Mitch Mitchell got too big for his britches. See, I've known that kid since he was coming up, setting up rings that I was working in. When he was tagging with Jeff Boom as the low guy on the totem pole, when he was seeking out advice about becoming a professional wrestler, who did he come to? He came to me. He came to the King of the Southeast, Francisco Ciatso. So when he showed me the utmost disrespect, I did whatever self-respecting man would do, and that's take matters into his own hands.
Now, many of the ACW faithful would say Stormy got exactly what she had coming to her by Mitch.
You really want to go that route? You really going to say that my girl, the love of my life, the reason that I'm alive and that I breathe every day, you're going to sit here and tell me that a lady got what she deserves?
I don't feel that way, but many in the ACW faithful, many people who come
I
out
don't give a damn about the ACW faithful. You think I give two damns about anybody in ACW? No, I care about myself, I care about Stormy Lee, and I care about Dante's Inferno. That's what I care about, Josh.
Well, the following Thursday night, after the initial altercation between you two, your cousin Tommy Sweets would step foot in the Thursday night throwdown ring in Kicker South and challenge Mitch, maybe trying to get a little bit of retribution for you guys. Things didn't exactly go the way they planned. By the end of the night, you two were pulling each other apart, and the entire ACW locker room had to be emptied just to keep you two away from each other. Is this something that you're proud of?
Josh, you're really starting to piss me off. It sounds like each one of those questions that you're asking me was written down by the ACW and WWN office. Did Trevin Adams write those down for you? Huh? Did he write those questions for you? Huh? No. Did he give you every word for word what to ask me? Josh, I'm only going to say this to you one more time. The next time that I feel that you're disrespecting me, I'm going to put your friggin' head through that wall. You understand me?
Yes, I do, sir. Now, let me take you back to Luck of the Irish. During that contest, it was an impromptu 6-man tag team match. Yourself and the rest of Dante's Inferno versus Mitch Mitchell, Bucky Wells, and Sean Swag. Now in this contest, Mitch once again put his hands and his mouth on your significant other, Stormy Lee. In that contest, when it was all said and done, you guys not only beat Mitch Mitchell to a bloody pulp, but you hung him as well. Do you feel that those actions that you did were what was necessary for you to do? And furthermore, at what point did you know what you were going to do?
Josh. You either eat or you're eaten. You see, I've talked for years about the old neighborhood. When they used to carry my mother's groceries home from the bakery, it was out of respect. When that piece of shit put his hands on the Queen of the Southeast, Stormy Lee, when he put his disgusting cow manure-laden lips on my girl, he's lucky I didn't have my 9mm, because we'd be having a conversation from behind glass.
Now, this deeply disturbs me, Frank. That was one of the most vicious beatings I've ever seen anybody do to another individual. And you're sitting here laughing about it today.
I'm laughing, Josh! Because I can still smell his blood. I can still smell his blood on my hands. See, I have dreams about it. Not nightmares, I have dreams. I have dreams about ending his career. I have dreams of him sitting in a hospital bed with a halo around his head. You see, this isn't about professional wrestling, Josh. That prick put his hands on my girl. I've ended guys for less. The fact that he's still walking, the fact that he's still talking, makes me sick to my stomach, Josh. This isn't about a professional wrestling suspension. This isn't about WWN Live. This damn sure ain't about ACW. This is about utter disrespect.
Well, since you bring up your suspension, this is what ACW officials thought was the necessary process to what had transpired. Now, in that time period, many thought that this situation was over and done with, that you were just going to serve out your suspension in peace, and that we would never see any more of this. However, that wasn't the case. You took to Facebook. You started an online campaign showing those photos.
Oh, hold on. Campaign. What am I, Donald Trump? There's no campaign. You see, social media is used to get your point across nowadays, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, it makes no difference. People watch, they listen, and they read. See, guys like me, Joshy boy, oh Joshy boy. I can see the beads of sweat coming down your face, Josh. You're still really nervous, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you're really nervous, aren't you? I didn't campaign for a damn thing. You see, I don't care if ACW reinstates me. I don't care if WWN Live reinstates me. I don't give a damn about Trevin Adams. I don't give a damn about the owner, Sal Moy. I care about myself and Stormy Lee and Dante's Inferno. That's my family. Tommy Sweets is my family. And when you put your hands on my family, it's game over. Josh.
I believe you're referring to ACW Retribution when Tommy tried jumping Mitch from behind and hanging him with the very bull rope that you hung him with.
What are you getting at, Josh?
Well, I'm pretty sure everybody has seen the video by now. You went into Mitch's father's store and proceeded to not only beat, but attempt to hang him in his own store while his son was away on vacation on his ranch in Dallas.
I never attempted to do anything in my life. I had an agenda going to that store. I knew exactly what I was doing. I was in a great frame of mind. I was in a sound state of mind. I knew damn well that Mitch wasn't going to be at that store. Now, some might say that maybe I was scared that I went there on the perfect day. I went there on the exact day, at the exact moment that Mitch wasn't going to be there. See, I believe in fighting fire with fire. I believe in eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. He put his hands on my family, so I put my hands on his fat, disgusting, low-life father. You see, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Looking at his father, feeling the breath exit his body, was like taking a time machine into the future, because that is going to be the outlaw Mitch Mitchell, a fat, disgusting lowlife sitting behind a counter in a paint store in Clearwater, Florida.
What does the future hold for yourself and Mitch Mitchell?
The future's bright. The future's bright. Josh, the next time that I see Mitch Mitchell, the next time I get my hands on Mitch Mitchell, it's game over.
Well, we're going to be wrapping up this interview here in just a few moments. If you could say one more thing to any of the ACW officials, the ACW faithful, Mitch Mitchell himself, what would that be?
Kiss my ass.
Well, an ever controversial figure is the King of the Southeast. Thank you, Frankie, for joining me here. Once again, I do hope that this gets resolved sometime soon in the best of manners that it possibly can. On behalf of Francisco Ciatso, myself, ACW, thank you for joining us.